This is an International 4400 tow truck. It's made by First Gear. It's in 1/34 scale. Now this truck has a Jerr Dan Wrecker Body on it, and if you look close at the door, you can see it's got a logo for the 30th anniversary of Jerr Dan. So this is a pretty neat truck. The paint scheme on it is fantastic. The silver and the purple and the blue just looks great together. First Gear did a really good job on it. As far as it, being a First Gear truck, I think it's one of the better First Gear trucks out there because it has a couple different features to it that are a little bit better than a lot of the First Gear trucks out there. Just looking at it right off the bat, you can see like the doors don't open just like every other First Gear truck, but the interior detail is pretty darn good. You pop the hood open and you can see the old DT466 in there. Now, the DT466, it was made by International Harvester in the late 70s, and I believe this truck is an early 2000s truck. So you have a solid 25 years of one motor being produced and put into all kinds of different vehicles. I mean, it was on-road and off-road use. That's a pretty impressive feat. I think the only reason they stopped making it is because it can't meet the emission standards of today. And it's not like you're going to set the world on fire if you had a 466, but it's just a good, solid, reliable engine. You're going to get a lot of years out of service out of a 466 and not have to touch it. And especially these days, I think that says a lot. If you look underneath, same thing, it's your basic First Gear truck underneath. You can see the bottom of the motor there in the belly pan. You got your transmission and your exhaust. All that stuff's there. Pretty basic. Now, one of the neatest things about this tow truck is the toolboxes open up and they are just filled with tools and just odds and ends and whatever stuff you can find on a tow truck. And that's really cool. That's one of my favorite things about this truck. As far as the wrecker body goes, you got your boom here and your little hook, and it's just like a stretchy elastic cord. I don't know what you call it, but it does scope out. Now the little lift bar here doesn't come out, doesn't move, which is a little disappointing. But the tow bar does. So that comes out like it's supposed to, and it telescopes out. So I mean that actually works, and it does fold up, nice and neat, just like it's supposed to, which is pretty cool. I guess if you really wanted to, and you had one of those First Gear pickups, you could set this thing up like it's towing a pickup. If you were feeling real motivated. Anyway. Like I said, the toolboxes open up on this side too, and you got more tools and odds and ends in there, and that's just that's really cool. Anyway, that's about it. Like I said, this is just a good looking truck. It looks really good on the shelf, just like any First Gear truck. It's just a sharp truck. They do a really good job on these, and there's not a whole lot of diecast models that are out there that are worth what you pay for them, but I think First Gear usually nails that, because you can get these trucks for a fairly reasonable amount of money, and I think you truly do get what you pay for, and I think that says a lot. When you compare it to some of those models that cost $300, $400, $500. Is it really a $500 model? Probably not. But if you look at the First Gear, like the First Gear mixers, you get those for $50. That's a pretty good model for $50. Especially these days. But anyway, that's about all I got for this. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to ask. If you'd like to see more of what we have, please subscribe to Maryland Construction Diecast. And as always, thanks for watching.